We look now at race number 4 on Wednesday night, and this race over the 1650. It's a Class 4 Copart in the era. Alfie claims of £5 at the top. All joyful, both turf wins have been course and distance. Kung Fu Tea was a winner course and distance 3 starts ago. He does have an extra £5 on his back from that win. Sturdy Ruby's had 4 trials, makes his debut. Baby went back last time. Ode to Joy has his second start for Pierre Rong. Sunny Baby back from the 2200 to the 1650. Young Sparkle comes to the Valley for the first time. And speaking of first times, King of the Court's up from the 1200 to the 1650, Nick.
Good to slow is the possible pace here. Young Sparkle, horse number 11, probably one of the most likely leaders here. Did go forward last time out in the unpresuming race, so they might try and roll forward with him with only £119. King of the Court, look, he's gone prominent in the past, hasn't in his last couple, but from a wide draw they might just try and go forward early and get himself into a bit of a spot. London Lucky Star, I don't think will be a million miles away, Paul, in gate number 3, and Kung Fu Tea and Co, I think, will follow.
Yeah, I think they'll roll the dice with King of the Court because he's gone from 12 up to 1650, drawn wide. So rather than go back, I think they'll try and go forward. Now, Young Sparkle led last time, and by default, I've got him in front there, but it's a little bit variable here because that was over 1400. This is 1650. Baby's another alternative leader. He likes to go forward as well.
Yeah, he didn't last time, but he normally does, doesn't he?
Yeah,
all right. It looks a really open race on paper, this one, Nick. So let's have a look at some of them. We'll start with Kung Fu Tea, whose 1650 metre form of late has been quite good.
It has. Look, and I thought maybe he was just a little bit unlucky down the straight. I wouldn't make too strong a case for it, but look, he's kept on well enough. He's got as close as he has at the line in the end, beaten 4 lengths, but £5 higher than his last win at the age of 7. I'm not sure how much more juice they squeeze out of the orange.
I put him in on a minor line because he is racing well at the moment, but Kung Fu Tea, and you're right, he was a little bit interrupted, but wouldn't have made too much difference.
Here is Baby Paul now. He'll be back midfield turning for home here, but you look at his form before that, push to lead handy. So it's a question mark what they do with him this week because he did make some ground last time.
Yeah, and look, he's won off this rating of 51 before, so he is more than capable, Baby. If no one wants to lead, and it is a good to slow tempo and he sets it up, then I think he can be there at the finish. But look, he has gone back in the past a few times, but from barrier number 9, that's the query I had with him.
Yeah, co-partner Theon in that key race as well. I think he probably needs to do a bit more, and Ode to Joy certainly does. He's been very disappointing since he arrived.
What about Iron Will, Nick? He's coming off his best run in Hong Kong. His 5th was okay 2 starts ago and had made a respiratory noise that night too, but he's bounced back here to run 2nd.
Yeah, and what was interesting actually, you look at his prices before, 84, 99, 28, 29. He was only 5 to 1 shot last time out, so there was good support for him. So where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say, and look, he has run home quite well. So he clearly has developed a bit more of a liking for this track, Paul.
He seems to like Happy Valley. He drew 3, just drawn a bit wide here in this race, but look, it was a lot better run. He ran really well.
Right down the bottom of the book now, Paul, King of the Court, currently at 20 and 6.1. There he is running 6th. Is the step up in trip going to be a big plus for him?
By El Mahar, I think it is. Look, you can just see him. The best part of this race is the last 50 metres. Look, he's holding his ground here over 1,200 metres. He now steps up to the 1650. He's never raced over it before. He's raced over the 1,400 metres here in Hong Kong. He just switched back. And you can see he wasn't giving away ground. And about here, you thought he might just drop out. And then he sort of picked up the bit again and finished off really strongly, I thought. So, look, I know he's drawn wide, but at 20 to 1 in an open race, I'm going to take a chance with him.
Yeah, he did seem to get a bit of a second wind. I suppose a slight concern I've got is that, one, he hasn't won just yet from 12, which I guess is passable. But he can just blow a little bit hot and cold, this guy. But when he's good, like on that evidence, he can certainly run races. All
right, so that's King of the Court. And finally, Nick, the first starter, Sturdy Ruby. Here he is running 5th at Happy Valley. He did have another trial after this. This was over the 1,700 metres. Bowman and Man from barrier number 1.
Yeah, it's an interesting combination, isn't it? And he's got a good draw. Tongue tie on for the debut, weighs in at £1,100. Look, he didn't really get much of a run on this occasion, so it's a little bit inconclusive in his trial at Happy Valley. But I thought his trial here was better than his trial at Sha Tin, and I guess you can make some sort of case out for him. He's related to plenty of winners, Paul.
Yeah, look, the way it worries me a bit when they start their trials 1,700 metres before racing. They look like they're stayers a little bit there. He's £1,100. He's had the 4 trials. He's got a really good dirt pedigree, actually, Sturdy Ruby, and well, maybe we'll see him on there as well.
We have seen plenty of the Ruby horses with a good record on the dirt, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
So, but you're right down the bottom for race number 4.
Yeah, look, I'll take a chance with this outsider. Look, you're right, Nick's right, he hasn't won from his 12 starts, but he hasn't raced over the 1650 before, and that's sort of the key. here up and trip with sort of no pace in the race. London Lucky Star, isn't he going well since he got to Happy Valley? He's going to get a perfect run just in behind as well. Baby, now he's an alternative leader and has won off this rating before, and Kung Fu Tea is a winner this season. 12, 10, 5, 3.
I've got 8, Iron Will here. I thought that run last time was full of merit. I thought he closed off really nicely, and would expect him to be able to do it again. And it was good money for him last time as well. Co-partner Era goes in now on his best form. He's not without a little bit of a chance. He's a course and distance winner, so we'll give him a chance with Alfie Chan taking 5 off. Sturdy Ruby I've put in on debut. Look, I didn't think this was too deep a race, and wouldn't shock me if he did turn up and run okay. And London Lucky Star, look, he's racing well. This probably isn't his grade. He might want something a tad easier, but he did go well in Class 4 last time. 8, 1, 4 and 10.
That's a preview for race number 4. It's the first leg of Wednesday night 6 Up.